Welcome back, and we are going to jump right into the next cover feature, which is Dr. Jonathan Chung. And what I would like to throw in there before we even bring him on is that he is my personal Cairo, and I'm going to have to share this ahead of time because there was a moment that I literally could not move my neck. I could not lift my hands up. I couldn't even hold a pen in my hand. And I thought, oh my goodness, what's happening here? I had issues with my neck and shoulders and hips and the works. And I went to see the doctor, and they x-ray showed that I have three degenerative disc in my neck, and actually told me I would have to operate and fuse my neck together. And I'm sorry, as a dancer, no way. He's gone. Oh my goodness. So we're going to try to get him. I think we were having some technical issues there. And so on that note, so I went and I saw him, and he started work. I'm asking, can you reverse this? Can you reverse this? Because I don't want to operate. And of course, he can't guarantee that, but I did started going and working with him. And within a few months, I was able to regain. I mean, one day I got in my car and I went to reverse, and I looked back and I went, oh, my neck works again. Like I wasn't doing this whole thing anymore.
Right.
And I was able to lift my hands up again. And to me, that's like transformative. I mean, I walk into his office and I bow down to him. I'm like, you're my Superman and my superhero, because of you, I can walk and dance and still move the way I'm moving now. And 10 years ago, that was not the case. And so here I am now, visible, and that's why I had to have him on my cover. But I think we lost him. Did we lose him? All right. So we are going to try and move on to the next person. And Nancy's no, we had Nancy. So I'm not sure what's going on. I'm literally going to pick up this phone. And can we do that? We're going to go to commercial. We'll be right back. And we're back. So just to clarify what's happening here is that we planned this particular show to showcase our cover feature. But as you could see, these are very, very busy people. And Dr. Chung had a patient and needed to run. So hopefully we'll catch him before the show is over. But we are going to shift over to our January 2023 cover feature. And that is Miss Nancy Matthews. Can we get Nancy on, please? Hi, Nancy.
Hello, hello. Congratulations on your show and all the great work that you're doing. It's absolutely wonderful.
Thank you so much, and thank you for being here with us. I know, again, everyone is busy, and there's so much going on, and I know you squeezed me in, so thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome, and thanks to technology for making it work.
Well, you know, it's a good thing you didn't get on 95 because we got stuck on traffic because it was pretty
Oh,
bad today. I guess it was an accident, so we were like,
yeah.
oh my goodness.
Yeah.
We were freaking out a little bit, but we made it. Here we are.
Yeah, there you go.
So, Miss
Good.
Nancy, tell us about your journey.
Oh, it's been a long one.
Right.
So, no. And as a business coach, speaker, author, all of those things that I do, the thing that most comes through is what I'd like to share today is the most important thing we all need are resilience and a resounding community of people to support you for when those tough times come. And I know that's what you're building here with the show, with the magazine, and all those other pieces. So um, I've been an entrepreneur since I was 6 years old, as a matter of fact. First sold perfume. My girlfriend Karen and I stole her mother's roses. We didn't steal them, but we took them, not realizing. She wasn't too happy about it. And we pressed them and we started selling perfume. And so I've had that entrepreneur blood in me most of my life. And today I get to work with my sisters in business, and we're the founders of Women's Prosperity Network. I also have something called the People Skills Academy. And I love sharing what I've learned in my journey to support others in living their best life.
That is excellent. So, can you tell us a little bit about the one philosophy?
Sure, be happy to. The one philosophy is about treating each and every person you meet the same way that you do when you think somebody is the one. So as you're watching the show right now, I want everybody to consider, who would you think is the one? Is it the one that's going to be your next best client, the one who's going to get you a hookup to front row tickets to a show that you want to see? Is it the one in your love life? What I've noticed, and this goes back, well over a decade now, is that when we think we're in the presence of somebody who's the one, we tend to pay a little bit more attention, listen more carefully. Like we place more value on people when we think they're the one.
Right. Yes.
And it's just, because we live in such very, very busy lives, and I know that anybody watching in on this show, you're someone who values people and honors people, and you really want to treat everyone that way, but it's not always easy to. And the
Right.
one philosophy in this book that I've written is a guideline to make it easier for you to see each and every person you meet as the one. And when you do, magic explodes.
That is so correct because you see it even when you go like to the grocery
Mm-hmm.
and you could see the checkout counter. She's had a tough day because everyone is always angry and upset. And all you have to say is one nice thing to them. Like, oh my
Yeah.
goodness, your hair looks nice today. Oh, wow, those nails are having one of those days, aren't you? And say something
Yeah.
funny. And you could see the transformation in their face. It's instant. And you know they're going to remember that moment of all the negative that day. They will remember someone paid
Mm-hmm.
attention to me. Someone said something nice to me. And
Yeah.
it is so true, right?
Yeah.
Very, very true. Well, what I like about the one philosophy as well, Nancy, is that we're not only treating the other person as if they are the one, but you also help us to be the one to other people.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you want to expand on that a little?
Yes. So just like Karina was talking about, as human beings, we're all walking around with this little sign on our head that says, "Oh, let me know I matter. Let me know that I have value, that I make a difference, that I'm seen." Right? We all want that recognition in our lives. And when you are the one to treat people as the one, and it's simple. It can be, "Oh, wow, it's so nice to meet you, Karina. I can't wait to learn more about you. Tell me something about yourself," which is a little different than, "Oh, what do you do?" Like the
Right,
energy
right.
around it is what's
Yes,
different, right? So
yes.
when I treat you with excitement and curiosity of who you are and what you're all about, automatically you're shifting because what I'm doing is responding to that little sign you have that says, "Oh, let me know I matter." And when you do it in the supermarket, at the in the grocery store, at restaurants, like treat your servers at restaurants in this way, and you're going to have fantastic meals from here
Right.
on out.
Yes.
Even if things don't go well, your server is feeling better about themselves. It happens with clients and prospects, vendors that you work with. Just let's all take this time to value others. And through finding this common thread that we all have, it actually helps unite humanity, creates a better life for you and for humanity at large. So be the one to treat others that way first.
I just thought, Nancy, that, sometimes when we are having a bad day ourselves, it's very difficult for us to step outside of that and be the one to somebody else. And it just occurred to me, if we are the one to ourselves, that is the very first step in being the one to
Mm.
everybody else.
Yeah, we've got to take time to nurture ourselves. And I've had for well over 30 years now, a daily practice where every morning I'm checking in with myself, setting my tone, and my desire of how I want to experience the day. Like, who do I want to be in this day? And even on challenging days, to still be able to show up and be somebody who's kind and compassionate to others, it lifts you up a little bit, even on those tougher days.
Absolutely. It's like telling ourselves that no matter what is going on, we just have to be the best for ourselves, first of all, and
Mhm.
then that enables us to be the best for everybody else. I love it.
Yeah, and
So,
let me just say that, I'm sorry.
no, no, go ahead.
I just wanted to throw in, it's not always easy, and you probably have heard the term like fake it till you make it and stuff like that. But when there are really, really challenging things happening, whether it's sickness or money concerns or, losses that you're dealing with, I learned this early on when I first became an entrepreneur. And my mentor told me at the time that when somebody asks you, how are you? The answer is either I am fantastic or wonderful or something positive and uplifting, because that energy will be connected. Or if it's not such a good day, you choose this: getting better every day.
That's
Love
excellent.
that.
I love that.
Right? So I'm future pacing for myself that whatever is happening, I'm getting better.
So that way you're not attracting negative energy by
Right.
putting out negative. So I like that. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
it.
And then people in your inner circle that know this, now you're all in my inner circle. So if I ever say getting better every day, then you can respond with, well, that's great. Is there anything I can do to speed that up for you or make it a little bit better right now?
That is excellent. That's a great tip.
Mhm.
Yes,
My goodness,
yes.
that's a nugget of wisdom right there. So I have been, or better said, I've known Nancy for a very, very long time now. And I've been in and out of Women's Prosperity Network, which was founded, I want to say, what, in 2008?
Yeah, very good.
Yes, right. So I kind of came in at the beginning because I had moved back. I moved into here to the U.S. in 2008. So it was about a year or so after
Mhm.
that a friend took me to an event you had in West Palm Beach, and then that kept going on. And I've been attending many, many workshops and conferences, and building on my own brand, on my own businesses, and it's been really very, very helpful. And for any women, men too, but for women who needs that tight knit family feeling and the support. And like Nancy says, it's her and her two sisters, so that brings that a whole family dynamic together to have a voice and I gotta say I have had several people on the show since I started, and many of them are from WPN, and we're
I've
all
noticed
connected.
that.
How crazy is that? We're all connecting, and we're now meeting each other now with COVID over. We're now meeting in person as well, by going to these conferences and workshops and expos, and it's like, oh my goodness, finally I could see you like person. We're hugging because all
Right,
we saw
give a
each other was
hug.
on. Yeah, so tell us a little bit more about WPN.
Sure. So, as you said, we started in 2008, and it's myself and my two sisters that founded it, Susan Winner and Trish Carr. And when we started in 2008, what we sought to create was a community for women to come together and really have a holistic approach to their life and their business. So we do lots and lots of business training, marketing and sales, and how to speak on stage and how to build your funnels. Like, we do all of that. And in addition to that, we want to make sure that you're also taking care of yourself. Like Nandini talked about a moment ago, you got to make sure that you're being the one for yourself, because you can get very burnt out as an entrepreneur. So we really sought to create this holistic approach for the impact focused women that are here to make a difference through their gifts, their skills, and their talents. And it's we do masterminding, we do workshops, and the support is extraordinary. One of my favorite stories, and there's so many over the years, tens of thousands of women we've been fortunate enough to have in our community and serve. And I was at an art show several years ago, and this woman, Susie Q. Wood, who you may remember, Susie Q said, "Oh, I'm getting ready to take a trip to Italy with my dear, dear friend. She's like my best friend in the whole world." She goes, "Oh, wait a second. I think I met her at Women's Prosperity Network." Yes, that's right. I did. And I was like, isn't that beautiful that in addition to creating lasting business relationships, you're creating lasting friendships and best friends.
Yeah.
Nancy, we actually had one of your big success stories out of WPN here with us last week. The lady
Mm.
behind the smile.
Yes.
Yeah.
Debbie Montgomery
Debbie
Yes.
Johnson.
Montgomery. And
Yes.
I said to her, I said, she's like, I said, I was there that day. I was there at that workshop,
That training.
this
Yeah.
the business of speaking workshop, when she
Yeah.
told her story, and you said, that's it, that's your story. And look
Yeah.
where that took her. How amazing is that?
It is.
So
And
yeah.
now let's the ripple effect of her coming to one of our trainings, finding her voice and her story, getting the courage to share it, the millions of people she's now been able to help. And
Right.
that's what we're about. Like we're about everyone contributing to improving the world and bringing a positive impact. And we can't, I have hope and faith that our world is moving in the right direction,
Yes.
regardless of what the news might say. And it's up to each and every one of us to do our little part of
Yes.
the work in this tapestry
Yes.
of the universe.
That is so true.
I just loved how, she's able to tell her story without shame. Because that's
Yes.
the big hurdle for a lot of women and men who, unfortunately have been scammed in this way. And the way that she has used her story, as you say, to help others. And it comes back to what, WPN and Meta Lifestyle is all about, is like sharing you for your own personal growth, but also to help everyone else in the world.
And we all have a story, and this is where this helped all of us. That we have something, and we're thinking, well, no one is interested, or that's dumb, or that's stupid, and you know, and at these workshops, there's someone to say, no, it's not, but let us help you see the positive of it,
Hmm.
and how that can, like you said, a ripple effect will turn out and bring so many other people who finally says, me too, but they need someone to say it first.
Yeah, and that's where the courage comes in, and that's where resilience and a resounding community to support you. Let's go back to what I started with. Like those are really the keys to a happy, thriving, amazing life.
Right.
And the more that each and every one of us opens up about our experiences, the more the common bonds are there. And number two, if you're operating from fear or shame or worry or doubt or any of those lower vibrations, which I know you all are familiar with, right? Um, you can't access solutions. And if you're operating on that lower scale of vibration, how are you contributing to other people's lives? So
Correct.
we want to find ways to work through our challenges, to find the message inside the mess that we've done,
Yep.
and move on to advance and continue to grow and evolve. That's what the human experience is all about, right?
Exactly. Wow, that was excellent. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much for coming on today. Is there anything you want to let us know of whatever's coming up soon that anyone want to plug in?
Yeah, we've got all kinds of things coming up, so be sure to visit our website at Women's Prosperity Network, and then also through my main website of nancymatthews.com. There's goodies there, and share your story, share your bright light with others, because only light will take away the darkness, which I'm
Oh
sure
my
you've heard
goodness.
before. So thank you for having me today, and I'm honored to be a part of this magazine and the project and all of that. You're
Thank you
both
so
Thank you,
amazing.
much. Thank you,
Nancy.
thank you. And that was the fabulous Miss Nancy Matthews. And like I said, we will add it to our stream so you guys can connect with her at some point because she's fabulous. I'm just letting you know. Thank you, Nancy.
Namaste.
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 And we're taking a little commercial break and we'll be right back.
Don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe to my channel Dr. Karina Felix for more videos.